Welcome to episode 3, where we are converting my full custom 1997 FatBoy into the ultimate bobber. Here's where the bike stands now. We started as just a motor and a frame. So last episode, we got the whole back wheel put together, got it all mounted up. Then we came up here and we got the front wheel all put together, mounted up, got the forks all rebuilt, bolted on. But today is controls day. We're gonna get on the handlebars, the hand controls and the foot controls. See what we got over here. So we got new handle grips, new black levers, new all black switches, got all new forward foot control. If you remember, we had running boards to begin with. The problem with running boards is they're really heavy, and when you come into a corner they drag, which limits how much you can lean your bike. We also got these bars going on that are powder coated. Now here's a little trick I want to show you guys. To get this wire through the handlebars, I fed this little chain here through the bars. Now I can either attach this to the chain and pull it through, pulling here, or I can attach a piece of wire to this chain, pull the wire through, and use the wire to pull the cable through. So I'm gonna try the chain first, see what happens. You can see here, last time I did this, I pulled the stripping off these wires so it'd go around these sharp corners easier. You can see it's got this heavy coating on here, which is a little bit more stubborn probably getting around these corners. So I think I'm going to try it with leaving the coating on first, and if that doesn't work I'll strip it off because, you know, it makes it more flexible here. So yeah, so that's it. Let's get started. Real quick, you guys, if you want to win one of 3 full sets of head and toe riding gear from Speed and Strength, just take a minute, go check out the Patreon page. And there's very few people in there qualifying to win, so the odds of you winning are very good. So go check that out. Patreon.com/motopilot. The link will be in the description. Alright, so what I've done here is I mocked up the cables on the bike. I'm going to replace all these cables for black ones, but I just want to check the length because I used to have 18-inch apes on here, and that's what these cables were for. So you can see here the front brake line comes down to here. It could be a little bit shorter. It looks like it could be, about 3 inches shorter, 3 or 4 inches. And then the clutch cable here coming down, comes down here, comes down and around. This looks really long. This is actually going to go, the new case will be here. It'll go in that hole right there. So the entrance for that cable is right here. Look how long that thing is. It really needs to be about that long right there. So what I'll do is I'll mark each of these cables with some tape here just so I can measure it out. The throttle cables coming out of the carb, coming up right here. This will come around and see that goes there. Those, believe it or not, aren't too bad, but I would probably like it better if it was a little more like tucked like that. So let's see, that's about, well, I don't know how they measure this cable from here to here. I guess I can go maybe 3 inches shorter on these. So yeah, I'll have to get those ordered, so I'm just going to bypass those for now. Let's keep moving forward. I want to get on some of the engine covers here, the caps to the heads, and then let's go ahead and get the primary cover on and get it looking pretty. So moving forward. Alright, so let's review what we've done to the bike real quick. And all the items that I put on the bike in this episode, you can find at tucker.com. In the description below, there's a list of all the items, part number, price, if you want to check that out. Okay, so we mounted up these bars on these, we've got these RSD, nice billet clamps here. These I had powder coated. I already had these on the bike. I just had them powder coated. This was all chrome before. I got these from ARLEN NESS. I don't remember who made the blackout switches, but that'll be in the description. Here we have a set of ARLEN NESS billet handle grips. Really like these. Billet aluminum. I like this accent here. There's some rubber. This is rubber right here. These brackets I had powder coated. The levers are from ROLANDS design. Nice billet aluminum. Adjustable right here. You can adjust how much throw they have. Love the styling on those. ARLEN NESS billet mirrors. Once again, nice touch with the billet here. Good size, a little bit bigger than what I prefer, but I'll get used to it. Same thing over here. Had this powder coated. Another ROLANDS lever. Another ARLEN NESS mirror. Blackout controls. Then I put on these GMA billet forward controls. These things are awesome, man. They're like so much lighter than the running boards I had on here. They have these rubber inserts for traction here and here. It's fully adjustable. You can adjust where this arm is. You know, it's the first thing I bolted on was this ROLANDS design billet shift linkage. Really nice accent. This is the primary cover. I had this powder coated black. It was chrome. And then I accented it with these Performance Machine billet covers. This is called the Derby cover. I don't know what that cover is called, but they're part of the scallop series, so they have a really nice touch. Then I matched them up with this horn cover that's also from Performance Machine. Has the scallop machining done to it, so it looks really nice. Another Performance Machine item here. This is the air cleaner. Nice billet construction, went on painlessly. Had these nice standoffs right here to replace the bracket that I had on here. Once again, it's got the scallop effect. This was chrome before. I put on a black one. Available at tucker.com. If you remember, the spark plug wires were those silver braided lines. I just wanted something clean and kind of classic looking, so I went with the plain black on these. Looks much better. So I put on the head caps. I don't know what these are officially called, but I had these powder coated red after they were chrome. Look really nice, accenting with this little chrome bit here. If you remember over here, I put on the transmission cover. This was, my stock one was chrome, so I hit it powder coated black. And same here with the oil tank. This was chrome before, had it powder coated black. So that pretty much covers this episode. When I come back for episode 4, I'm gonna concentrate on getting all the blackout cables put back on, the rear brake and front brake hydraulic lines. That's gonna be a little bit tricky because I gotta bleed them and all that, but I got this cool tool to do it, so we're gonna try that. So yeah, remember, all the parts for this bike, get them at tucker.com, check out the Patreon. See you in episode 4.